Hello everybody and welcome back. I am KRX and we're playing as Chile in Victoria 3. Year is 1847. We're very close to passing universal suffrage. It'll be cool if that hits on the first go. And we were just kind of poking around with the fact that we've gotten some serious advancements to our ability, our mining ability. This is going to cost... Oh, this actually decreases the labor pool by... Oh, the amount of labors, but increases employment by 1,500. So we get about 500 labors less still. But then we were talking about how technically the steam donkeys could get rid of some labors out of the working queue and such. We need way more tools. We just need way more tools, is what I'm realizing. Even just harvest tools over here would reduce the labors for just a small amount of tools. So yeah, we need more tools. And honestly, one of the ways that we can get more tools is just by no, you know what? We need to build another tool thing, like in addition. Yeah, no, yep. There's no way around that. Another thing of tools. We're getting another thing, coal. I do want the glass works. I think we want another iron works. Because I think we're going to have a steel mill. Which is going to take a significant amount of coal and such. Actually, do we have that technology for the paper mills to use sulfur? We do, yeah. So this would be 10 sulfur. That's not... if we actually had a sulfur mine, it would make 20 by just sort of as a baseline. Use a lot of labors, which we're talking about. Actually, we could make a sulfur... You know what? Making a sulfur thing down here might be kind of nice. And then if we build a second paper mill, you know, so... I don't know. Let's just do this. Let's just get some of this stuff built and see how it works. I think all of this is going to be good, positive stuff that we're going to need and we'll be able to use. But I do think some of these things, if we can go into some of these areas and reduce the amount of workers in some of these industries, I think that'll be nothing but a good thing. The steam donkey is something that we'll want. That'll need engines, though. I don't know. It's a mix between we could just hope for more people to come and migrate, like the Germans that came, or we can, you know, hey, let's get a free university. Sounds like a great idea. We did not pass universal suffrage, but we're going to get this. Those guys are unhappy, but we'll make them more unhappy, but we'll get 20%. Oh, was that enactment time? I thought that was a success chance. I maybe should have read the bottom one. I thought that was immediately plus 20 enactment chance. I was like, yes, great. Let's go with that. Central Archives is done. So if we come over to here, here's the thing. If we come over to our buildings now, and we switch our government administrative buildings to that mode, it's going to use a lot more paper. But again, we're working on potentially getting more paper by building the sulfur mine. Okay. How much more paper is that going to be? $30 more paper for 10 sulfur. And the alternative to this is just actually just build another paper mill for now. I think we'll survive for a minute, but that should give us a little bit of a bump right now in bureaucracy, just sort of in the immediate. This will let us colonize a little bit faster with the higher sort of institution level on that. So I like that. I'm sure there's a ton of things over here, including, you know, getting to the steam donkey and such. Which I'm not entirely sure what technology unlocks that. But it's somewhere not too far from where we are. Oh, here it is over here. So it's a level 3. So maybe that is a little bit down the road a wee bit. But there's still a lot of useful production modes in there that we need to ultimately get researched and stuff. I think we said this will be fairly profitable, right? It's going to use some of the hardwood, which we have in excess, and it's going to use iron, which, iron? Is slightly in excess, so yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Losing a little bit of money is totally fine, because again, the economy is going to be sort of going up at the same time, and I think we'll kind of see it balancing out. We don't even have any sort of consumption taxes. Haven't we even lowered taxes a bit. So I think we're going to be just fine. So this didn't pass again. But this will be 15% and 20. This will like really speed it up. So now it's 50%, and the enactment cycle here should be pretty short. What does it say exactly? 200, less than a year. Less than a year. Our legitimacy, it's at 70%. So, of course, this is going to sort of throw a wrench. This is literally going to throw a wrench in everything. Standard of living has gone way up. Wasn't this at like 12 like not too long ago? GDP just whoop. That's a good line. It's a fairly good line. Let's go look at the weapons manufacturing that we just got online. So it's making 15 artillery minus at the cost of 50. Yeah. So 25 small arts. I think this might be looking okay here. What do we got? Yeah, this building might be claiming that it's not so productive, or maybe it's still hiring some folks. It's going up and down. I mean, we have enough bureaucracy that maybe exporting some small arms. None of those are really that great. And apparently we don't have enough convoys. Okay, we're setting up the ports. That might be right why some of this is goofing. 50%, there we go. Universal suffrage. Now this will change things massively. Freedom, equality, and brotherhood. Who is this? So this is the intelligentsia. So we can give them a boost of popularity so that they can potentially do well, have a high amount of momentum. Or we can make this person here, who is a trade union person, a radical. Or we can make this person here a reformer. This is the Catholic Church individual. What are they by default, actually? They're just a moderate. I don't know if we need them to be a radical necessarily, but... So if we reform the government here, and we does that reduces... Oh, getting rid of the, oh, that's okay. Except we can't confirm this because they're angry with us. It's kind of annoying. So the industrialist, the president is an industrialist, so that's why they want to be like officially in the government. So we're not going to change this. We'll wait till an election happens, I guess. Los Rios, huh? Actually, what we could do here is... Okay, the Liberal Party is getting like way more of the votes. So, I mean, seriously, dude? What we could do... Okay, let's enact something. Let's enact something that will make them happy. Which I doubt is that. Um, what is something they want us to pass? I bet you they'd want us to pass this, you would think. Industrialists don't want some kind of police force? Huh, how does that make sense? They want private schools. Here's the funny thing about this, is we could technically, we can either do something like this and just kind of like do it to just appease them for a moment and let other things sort of tickle, like sort of pretend like we're gonna pass that. Is that what's the dealio here, man? Is that all you want? Like that's the only thing you care about? That's what you're revolting about, huh? I mean, this. What can we do here? You'd think that industrialists would maybe like women in the workplace, right? I mean, that kind of makes sense to me, but, huh. The only thing I think we actually can pass that they want us to pass is the schools. Why is this person so... I mean, They're just upset about universal suffrage. I mean, come on, man. Come on, dude. Oh, here's something we could potentially do. Hold on. If we pretend like we're gonna pass this, right? We pretend like we're gonna pass this. They'll be fairly happy with us, okay? So this should go away. But now that they're less upset about us, I think we can add them. Okay, once that revolution is done, I think we can then add them to government. We just need to make sure this... Well, I mean, if it passed it, I don't know, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Well, it wouldn't be... It'd mess with things a bit, but... Okay, we've lost a bunch of our authority, so that's fine. But once they're not revolting against us, we can actually add them to government. And that might sort of just kind of appease them. Plus, over time... Yeah, call me crazy here, but now they're at neutral -2. I think... I don't even know if they would even... Plus, they're about to get washed in this election over here. Are you kidding me? They're about to get washed, and I'm hoping this means that the president, if this is universal suffrage, you see what I'm saying? Like, we have a presidential republic. I'm assuming this person is going to get voted out, and I just would think that their clout would go way down. I mean, call me crazy here, but let's get this election done. Let's codify this. So legitimacy should be fairly high here. We can actually move them out without even... So for some reason, we're not really getting a benefit from adding other people into government, which I thought we kind of maybe would have. It's only -13%, but I think, honestly, if we had the parliamentary republic, we would have more ability to have more people in government that could support larger diversity of laws to get more things passed. They're unhappy. Hold on, we don't need the... What did the armed forces do? Basically nothing. They're actually loyal here. Let's add them. It's reinforcing like that's going to happen. And the industrialists, you'd think they'd lose a bunch of clout getting washed in the elections like that, right? Right? I'm going to get rid of that greener pastures campaign here. I don't know if that's actually been working. It looks like it has been. And we are going to try to suppress these guys because they're getting a little unwieldy is really what it is. Okay, so that's... They've been placated, essentially. But they also got washed in the election, so I just feel like that should take... They should be taking a hit on this. Plus, isn't this... Oh, they're actually fairly liked. Only 3,000 population is making up all of that clout. 3,000 people are sort of like, yeah, industrialists, yeah, you know what I mean? Twice as many of that for the trade unions, but they have 5% clout. It's like, wait a second, where's this clout coming from? Let's get to the bottom of this. From wealth, political strength of vote in the elections, 40,000. Basically just from wealth, right? So this should get a big, I feel like the strength from votes should go up. I think actually, wait a second. I think the Paradox has actually said that they're going to make that more of a factor. I think that actually is supposed to be more of a factor. Well, making them upset's not exactly what we want to do here. I don't really want to be giving any kind of like attraction to the landowners though, and the industrialists are already powerful enough. In fact, the landowners are full on marginalized right now, which just feels good. Feels really good. Credit to the workers for the booming economy. Okay, let's say, sorry man, we weren't actually trying to pass this, dude. Just sorry. Yeah, they're fine. Apparently it's, you know, there we go, guys. There's a tip for you. Apparently you can just promise you're going to pass something and then not pass it, and it seems to appease them well enough. So the landowners are marginalized. The church wouldn't actually be that upset about this. The petit bourgeois wouldn't even be that upset about this. The armed forces would indeed be radicalized from this, though. But honestly, I like the idea of just doing that. That would increase our population growth immensely. That's one of the things that this gives you currently in the game, is that the multiculturalism, it makes it so that like lots of people flock to your country. We could also, this would technically, the industrialists would put, well, let's give them time to cool off a little bit. Let's give them time to cool off. And the reason why we can't go up to these is because we don't have feminism researched. Oh, interestingly enough, we could actually start to make a play to go up to here. The industrialists would obviously oppose something like this. This actually will give you quite a bit more tax. This will give you a lot more taxation. These they tend to be stronger, just from the perspective of the player having more sort of in your pocket as a player to direct. Although the fact that we start with the per capita is not too bad, but these are, like I said, these tend to be a boost to this number here, in my experience. Yeah, I don't really think too many people here would be that upset by this. The landowners are marginalized, so they just don't matter. The armed forces, though, will radicalize. Hopefully we'll just that won't be a problem, hopefully. So how did the landowners, can somebody explain this to me? How did the landowners get to participate in this? And how did it go from -10 to minus now 12? It's annoying. We might have to take a pause on this then. We might have to take a chill pill on this. Or what we could do is we could demonstrate how this works. We could demonstrate, although it's an even right now. It's 5 and 5. So I don't know if I feel too good about that, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to take a chill pill on this one. What can we do in the meantime? Hmm. We might just be taking a chill pill right now. Things have gone pretty well in terms of the political situation. We might just be kind of chilling out here for a few years, just to kind of let things cool off a bit. Let's look at the economic situation here. Okay, so we need a lot more furniture production, just in sort of in general. Not even close to meeting the need. Got a lot of bureaucracy. Now, one of the things that we wanted to do was we were going to be getting some technologies that would allow us to, yeah, here we go. This will let us increase our institution for the colonies. So that will cost us a certain amount of that bureaucracy that we're now going to be spending. What do we get next? This will increase the output for the mine significantly, so we'll dynamite by using explosives in the mines and such. What does this get us? It's a new process for the steel mills. That could be useful. We're trying to work on getting our first steel mill up and going. Human rights ties into... Human rights actually gives us some things that we kind of need. And actually, you know, dialectics gives us an extra point for the schools. So let's get dialectics, and then we'll move into... Then yeah, we'll just work on this first. By the way, I'm a doofus because I think we have that idea, we have that declared interest, but I haven't actually applied it anywhere. I'm going to go back to Scandinavia. And I'm going to look and see... I'm going to see if we can import wood here from there. Hello? Swedish market? Declared interest? Hello? There you go. Just, I guess we had to wait till the month or the week or whatever. 50 wood could come in this way? Why only 50? We don't have enough convoy. We still don't have enough convoys? A subjugation demand? Like, in what world, France, do you think you even have influence down here? Like in what world do you think we would do something like that? No. So losing a little bit of money, that's actually kind of perfect in its own way. We need to get another port, or was the... Actually, wait a second. Let's make sure our ports are actually set to the right modes. Yeah, they are. Okay, so according to this, we have how many convoys now? 6. They're just all being used. We need more ports. We need more ports. Now that will cost us some sort of government expense, but up to 15.3. In fact, we're the 15th highest standard of living in the world right now. But the literacy is starting to actually climb, but now, I really wish we'd finish this little chunk right here, but oh well. So did we end up discovering where we could put a gold mine? I thought it said there was gold down here. Maybe we haven't gotten to the exact point where the gold exists or something. Not sure. All this stuff is kind of building around. We do have new production modes that we could probably be adding. And I'll just do that because that'll require more tools. This would give us literally like 40% more wood production at the cost of some electricity. We're a little ways away from, I think, electricity, to be honest. If we had a lot of coal, we could really swoop around and swoop through. And turn on a lot of these water tube boilers. But for a lot of this industry that's been built in Santiago, we don't really need to do that quite yet. Did we ever get that sugar plantation? Apparently this is holding strong. So let's build one there. Although actually these ports, how many people are employed by the ports? Because I forgot those technically. 5,000 people work at each port. So adding the port to there is actually going to be a lot of people going to work. The intelligentsia find it difficult to find the cheap paper they need to immortalize their thoughts. Set up a paper import. Yeah, we could do something like that. Do we actually have a paper issue? Yeah, I guess we do. Let's set up the paper import just because the journal thing apparently is telling us to. But I think we could probably... I don't know, does that get us anything? As like a quest complete kind of thing? But realistically, I think we could just make more paper. Let's go to... Let's just go to the sulfur... In fact, actually, you know what? It might be time... The chemical plants use sulfur, right? And that'll start letting us build... Sorry, I'm in the wrong tab here. That'll start letting us build dynamite and explosives and things to use in the mines. So let's get that. That'll use some of the sulfur. Right now, that paper is going to cost us quite a bit. Because we're having to pay exorbitant price for the sulfur, I guess. What did we just finish? The dialectics. Okay, so we can go into the institution increase there. And again, using up a lot of bureaucracy that we kind of have lying around at the moment. More minting and stuff if we get postal savings and go that route. So it'd be more prestige. This would give us another colonial institution for faster colonial growth. I think there's some laws that require the labor movement be completed. But maybe we get this so that when we build that chemical plant, we'll actually be able to do something with it. Things are kind of humming along, to be honest. How's everyone feeling? Got a lot of marginalized groups. That's great. Industrialists actually aren't too upset with us. In fact, everybody's kind of balanced back out. Okay, how do you guys feel about multiculturalism now? The armed forces would barely even be upset. The bourgeois would barely be upset. And the rest of these folks are marginalized. So let's try now and see what happens. And that should increase our population from immigration significantly, I think. We have more bureaucracy, so we could absolutely do some additional trading, especially if it was with Argentina, as it doesn't use convoys. I think we're building another furniture factory, right? In this, yeah, we are. It's just going to take a little minute to get down there. The truth is, okay, what is it going to take now? We're not quite making that kind of money, but what would it take to go up to here? 5,000. It'd cost us 5,000 per week, but we would need some tools, and we'd need a ton of iron and a ton of tools. This will be another iron thing. another iron plant, and then going up to here would give us 20 more iron. It's only making 40 right now, so it'd be 40 to 60 to 90. Yeah, we need even more iron than this. Like, this isn't even close to enough iron. Oh, I did by 2. I was dividing it by 2. So never mind, that'll triple. Yeah, so we still need 3 there. We still need 3 there. In which case we would probably need more coal. But we're almost kind of getting to the point where maybe we could actually upgrade our means of constructing. And go to the iron frame buildings. Which would use less wood and fabric, which would actually be kind of nice. And it would use, how are we doing on tools? I'm assuming we're probably building a tool. Although, no, the thing about the tools is once we get steel going, we can upgrade our tool factories to a steel processing that will give us a lot more additional tools, just sort of kind of by default there. Ironically, the glass is seeming less important to me in this exact moment in time. So is the sugar and so is the chemical plant. Yeah, so let's do this here. And honestly, I almost guarantee we'll need another thing coal once this is all done. All right. Multiculturalism looks like it could pass on the first tick. A lot of these people are relatively upset with us, but that's okay. They're kind of losing their influence right now, losing their power. In terms of people wanting to join groups or parties or something like that, I don't know. Because sometimes it'll say that certain groups want to make their own party or join their own party, but it seems like there's just the 2 parties and not all the other parties aren't consolidating, it looks like. Because that's what they tend to do, is they tend to consolidate themselves. But guys, thanks everybody for hanging out with us for another episode. There we go. We're finishing this little bit over here, which is great. It's nice to see. But Chile's kind of humming along right now, if I'm not crazy. Chile is kind of humming along. Thanks everybody for being here for this episode. There's a playlist link down below that'll help get you to the next episode, because YouTube sometimes doesn't recommend things in the right order. But hey guys, if you have any questions or comments or thoughts or anything, fire away down in the chat, or questions are fantastic, and I'll definitely make sure to answer any of those that pop up. So thanks guys for being here. Really appreciate it. We'll just I don't know, we'll just keep playing Chile and having a good time in the next episode.